Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jonathan Coase, and in today's free training, I'm going to be talking about one of the most important metrics in your online business, and that's EPC, which stands for earnings per click. Now, this is important because it lets you know how much money you're making per click. Now, you don't get paid per every person that clicks on a link, but on average, however much money you make in total, you can divide that by however many people came to your site individually, and that's how much money you make per click. So let's just say you send 5,000 people to your website and you make about $10,000. You make $10,000. That means you made about $2 per click. And the reason why you want to know that is because as an affiliate, say if you're selling a product and you have affiliates, because usually depending on the affiliate marketplace, affiliates earn about 50% per commission. So if you're making about $2 per click, then that means they're going to make $1 per click, and you can let them know that. And it's really important to know. And then one of the easiest ways to do this and start calculating and measuring what your EPC is by just driving traffic to your website yourself. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can go about doing this. In regards to driving traffic, I have an entire playlist called Traffic Generation Strategies, and I even have an entire archive list of resources and tools on my website called Traffic Generation. You just click on the category on my website. So there's a ton of different ways that you can drive traffic, both free and paid, and I provide that in the link description below. And you don't have to opt in and put your email in. It's just going to take you directly to the playlist or the archives. But what you want to do is you want to be able to measure your links. You want to be able to track how many people are coming to your website. That's the way you can measure it. So a great place that you can go to get products and start testing this out for yourself is a place called ClickBank, the marketplace there. They have products in almost every category that you can think of: business investing, green products. They have cooking, food, and wine. They have business investing, home and gardening, self-help, health and fitness. A lot of people do get EPC confused with earnings per sale. It's not the same thing. Earnings per click is more so focused on clicks, and earnings per sale is just on average what the affiliate is making per sale. When you get to the marketplace, once you pick your category, you just scroll through and find a product, and then whatever fits your niche. Most people are familiar with this process. I have an entire video that shows you how to find high converting affiliate offers. I'll go ahead and link that below as well, and I'll try to link that in the cards right here. But you find a product for your marketplace, you create a sales funnel around it, and then you start driving traffic. And then again, you just divide. Let's just say if you send 100 leads to your list and then you make about $2,000, all you got to do is just divide that by 100. So you just go, okay, I made $2,000. Then boom, divide that by 100. This is your earnings per click. You made about $20 per click. So all you got to do is just find a product and start driving traffic. I recommend that you come here to ClickBank. The marketplace is extremely intuitive, and they're constantly updating this. And it's one of the most popular ones for anything outside of internet marketing related products. And another place that I want to share with you is called CB Snooper ClickBank Statistics. So you can come here to get a good idea of the top 5 rising products, the top 5 falling products, the top 5 ClickBank products right now. And this lets you know what the status is and how a product is performing. That way you're not wasting your time and energy trying to promote something that's not really going to sell that well. So it's always good to back check and kind of side by side. If you're going to find a product from ClickBank, it's always good to come to ClickBank Statistics and just get a good idea of how that product is performing. And you can just click on the product and it kind of breaks it down into more detail. I actually have a training on this, and I'll try to link that below as well. And it tells you the average earnings per sale, which is the number that represents the average dollar value of a sale, including both initial and rebuild payments to the affiliate who drives the sale. So as you can see, this is different than earnings per click because this gives you a good estimate of how much the affiliates are making on average, including the rebuilds. And the initial earnings per sale is basically the number that represents the average dollar value of the initial sale, and it doesn't include the rebuilds. So this is just not to be confused with earnings per click, because again, EPC is however much money you make per person that comes to your website, which is extremely valuable information to know. And like I said, a great way to start testing this yourself is by driving traffic to your website. And again, I do have the traffic generation categories below, but you also want to be able to track your links. So Udemy Solo Ad is a great place to do that. You can actually drive traffic to your website from here quick and fast, and you can pick your niche and you can pick your price point, and then you can actually test if you're selling something. This is a great way to track because they have trackers, internal tracking systems here, and each individual seller, they also have their own thing going on. So a lot of people have their own individual system alongside to go with Udemy's tracker. So you get great analytics here. Let's just click on any one of these. I just want to give you a good idea. So all you gotta do is you just click however many clicks you want, whether you want it to be top tier countries, which is basically countries from places like USA, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore. And then you can choose whether you want no mobile, only mobile, prime filter, which is each click will go another round of advanced clearance with the filter that's available for Prime members only. So it says there's an expected quality increase of 30%. I wouldn't worry too much about that. I never personally use it. What you really just want to focus on here is just getting traffic to your offer, your sales funnel, and then afterwards, however much money you make, however you just divide that by however many people went to your sales funnel. So let's just say you don't want to do this. You want to send organic traffic. It's totally fine. You found a video in my playlist or in the archives that teaches you free traffic strategies. Well, if you don't want to pay for link tracking, which I do recommend using, which is like tracking your links, you don't have to pay for it, but I do recommend measuring, monitor, compare, and optimize all your marketing links. This is a popular one that I've used for a long time. You can monitor, compare, and optimize all your marketing links in one place, increase the conversion rate. The reason why I feel like this is so important is because it allows you to measure. But let's just say you don't want to pay for a click meter. You can actually go to Google Tag Manager and set up the tag manager on your site, like your actual website, and you can do all of this for free. It's a little more complex and requires some tutorials, and I actually do have training for Google Tag Manager, so I'll link that as well. But if you set this up on your website, it basically allows you the chance to track user activity, how many people have went to your page, if there was a bounce rate. Like if you see something in your Google Analytics dashboard that says 100% bounce rate, that only just means that people went to that website, they were on that page, and they didn't go to any other website. They was on that page and then they left the entire website total. So that's what bounce rate means. But you get all that stuff by setting Google Tag Manager up and then navigating through analytics, which is a pretty complex web in and of itself. And I'll go ahead and link that in the description as well. I have an entire training on Google Tag Manager, but you set this up, you follow that training, and it allows you to track your links. You're able to see how many people went to one page versus another page. There's a lot of different things you can do with this. And it's not just for link tracking. Google Tag Manager allows you to basically consolidate all of the different things that you want to do on your website without having to put codes in different areas. So you can just have it all in one place. That's why they call it a tag manager. But if you had this setup, it allows you to manage Google Analytics a lot better. So I have a lot of different trainings in regards to this. I have one for ClickMeter, I have one for Tag Manager, and I also even have one for Udemy Solo Ads as well as CB Snooper. So again, all you have to do is when you have a sales funnel set in place and you're selling a product, just send traffic to that sales funnel, divide the total amount of money that you made by the amount of people that went through that sales funnel, and that'll be your earnings per click. So again, I do have a more simplified version of this. I've been consulting with the Affiliate Marketing Samurai, who's my GPT-4 model AI assistants, and basically just to break this down in a more simple terms for you to understand, let's say you send 100 clicks and you make $22 from those clicks. You can reverse engineer that and calculate your EPC, which would be $2.02 per click. This means that every click you make, you'll earn $2.02. Now, on average, like I was saying, the affiliates make about 50% per commission. It really just depends on the seller. You can do 75%, you can do 45%, but usually you'll find about 50% commission. So if you're making, as the person who's originally selling a product, let's say you're getting about $2.02 per click, then that means you can tell your affiliates, hey, you're going to make about $1 per click, because again, they make about 50% commission. So if you're going to pay $1 per click on Facebook and you're making an average of $2 per click, then that's the game that you're going to win. And this goes back to the last video when I was talking about the profit center. If you have a profit center and you're able to put $1 into the center, and then on the outside of that center comes out something that's greater than $1, then that means you have a winner. And this is the best way to be able to set something like that and monitor and track and be able to maintain and basically optimize your profit center by knowing what your EPC is. So one thing that I just want to cover real quick, a lot of people ask, what is a good EPC? And that's something that changes. It depends on the channel that you're using. Your EPC for traffic sent through Facebook can be different than your EPC through email or social media, just because the nature and it's just a different platform, different people. So you just want to know what your average EPC is per channel. As an affiliate, you're looking for something on the low end of about $1.50 EPC. If it gets to about $3 EPC, then you've hit a home run. So even if your affiliate is making $3, that means that the overall EPC is closer to $6. If you're making, that's because you're paying your affiliates about 50%. Another metric that you should know is dollar per lead, DPL. This is the average amount of money you make per lead. And it's important when you start looking at the back end of your business. For example, if the affiliate sends a click, they're making $2.02 per point of sale, but you want to know how much money you're making after the sale to calculate your DPL, Basically, you just need to know the total revenue and the total number of leads. So let's say you make about $10,000 in revenue and you had about 5,000 leads, then that means that your dollar per lead would be $2. This means that for every lead you're making, $2. So just to wrap this up, in conclusion, knowing your EPC and your DPL is crucial to making money online. ClickBank and CB Snooper, as I showed you, they're a great resource to help you find products to promote and calculate your metrics. And the EPC and DPL will change depending on the channel that you're using. All right. So again, you can use Udemy Solo Ads to get some fast traffic if you have the cash for it. If you don't, then you can use my traffic generation playlist as well as the archives that I'm going to link in the description below to find a free traffic training to just get some organic traffic to test this method out. And if you don't really feel like paying for click tracking like ClickMeter or ClickMagic, then you can use my Google Tag Manager training that I have below, and you can use Google Tag Manager here. And I have this website right here. I'll link this below. It gives you a good idea and an overview, but basically it allows you to quickly and easily update measurement codes and related code fragments, collectively known as tags, on your website or your mobile app. And this makes things so convenient, and you'll see why I mean that in the training below. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just find you a product for ClickBank Marketplace and then track and then put it side by side on CB Snooper. Just get a good idea on what the actual performance status of that product is, and then send some traffic to your sales funnel and then calculate your earnings per click. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. I love stuff like this. It's one of my favorite topics ever to talk about because it allows you the chance to optimize and continue to grow and tweak things. It's really fun once you get the hang of it. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like content like this, then I highly recommend that you check out my website, jonathancoast.com. I'll link it in the description below. I'll talk about everything when it comes to generating traffic and increasing sales. And also be sure to take a look at the tools and the resources below. I have everything that I included in this training and everything that I mentioned. So with that said, I will see you in the next video. See you then.